Today is the day where John's going to come down and actually test his wheel, and I hear he is almost here. So he's going to go and pick out of the 4 wheels he originally looked at, he's going to pick 2 wheels, and he's going to whittle them down and choose which one he's actually going to take away today. So all being well, he'll actually pick the correct wheel. In fact, there he is now, coming in. So, there he is. One thing is, he can't park very well.
Right.
Nice bit of parking there, John. Good to see you again.
I abandoned it like a joyrider. How are we doing? You alright?
So which wheel are you having then?
Ah,
all decided,
that is
is
the
it?
big question, isn't it? Big question. Big day. Day of decisions. I'm not indecisive. I've been using the time between the last video and this one to put some deep thought into it.
Have you?
Yeah, have I?
How much thought?
Well, I've had some sleepless nights. Things that kept me awake, things like, because all the wheels were good, I have to say that. They were all good, but they were all different. So I've narrowed it down in my mind to 2 of them. And what I'd really like to do is to test them a bit more, those 2.
Which 2 is it?
Okay, I've gone for the, drumroll please, the InMotion V10.
Yeah.
Which I have to say, pound for pound is one of the best wheels I've ever ridden. And the M Super X.
M Super X, interesting.
Well, that falls from a good stable. I've had the M Super before, so this is the kind of next one up.
Okay.
So, a 16-inch wheel against an 18-inch wheel, and just want to compare the 2. There's a lot of difference in terms of the power and the range and the price.
They're not really comparable, are they? In some respects.
No, it's, you know, it's maybe it's a Ferrari against a Bentley. I don't know how you describe the 2, but would you compare them? But I've got rid of the Kingsong, the KS16S and the KS18L, was it?
Right. Yeah.
Just because I've kind of narrowed down those 2 16 to my favourite one, and the 280 to my favourite one. Simple as that, really. But all good wheels, but those are preferred. You've got to make a choice at some point, so get off the fence and make a choice.
So, should we jump straight into it? We've
Yeah.
got a test, haven't we? Where you're going to see what it's like in a city.
Yeah, so for me, I use my wheel in a city environment. I don't use it every day off-road and through tracks and stuff. So for me, what's it like in a real-world setting in terms of getting it up and down busy railway platforms, which is the easiest to pick up and carry,
Steps and stuff.
up and down steps,
Escalators.
escalators, that kind of, that's where I use it. So have you got a test we could do something like that to
We'll
make
have
it?
to have a little think, won't we? Yeah, so there's one here where we're going to go up these steps here.
Yeah.
We're going to go up there, along there, up there, and then turn around and come back down the steps and back to your car. So start the car, you're going to ride out, and immediately you're going to have to test how quick you can pick it up and get up the steps, because you're late for work, you're late for an appointment. This is a £1 million contract you've got to win.
Every day for me?
And so we'll time it,
Yeah.
and then see who wins that first test.
Okay, let's go for it.
Let's do it. Right, so, are you ready to do this?
Yeah, bring it on.
You've got it out, so you know what you're clear on doing?
Right, let me
Run
just
through
double
it
check.
again.
So I'm going to ride from here to the bottom of the stairs, real world situation, going to pick it up,
Yeah.
going to carry it along to the top of the stairs,
Yeah.
and I'm going to imagine in my mind that's a busy concourse, maybe a railway platform.
Yeah, so on the flat part you can't ride it.
So I'm going to push it with a trolley handle, real
Yeah.
good test. Then I've got to get up the stairs
Probably
again.
handle back down again, and then yeah,
Up the steps, then onto the end.
yeah, to
and
the
then
zebra crossing, turn around and come back,
turn and come back, and
do the
exactly
whole
the same
thing,
runs
yeah.
back, and then back
and
here.
then ride it back to the car.
Stopwatch finishes here.
Stopwatch finishes when you touch this boot opener.
I'm also going to ride it in real world situations. I would not go on a street or a pavement street. I would not go flat out. I'd go sensible speed.
That seems sensible to me.
So I'm going to.
You won't end up hurting someone.
Yeah. So I'm going to go
I'm going to get
not
the
more
stopwatch
than
ready.
10-12 miles an hour, really. Because this is not about power or speed. Because this is a faster wheel. We know that, but it's real world testing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go! So that's the M Super X done. How'd you find it, John?
It was really good. So the handle on the M Super X is fantastic, really solid. When you're pushing it, you feel like you're completely in control of it. There's no question about it going out of shape. It's brilliant. But it is heavy, so carrying it a long way is going to get old pretty quickly, I would say.
So if you're weak, it's not the wheel for you.
It's not the wheel for me. I like where you're going with that. The other thing is, there is the disadvantage, it doesn't have the auto cut-off on the handle. So when you pick it up, you've got to spend a second turning it off.
Before you pick it up?
Before I pick it up, yeah. And on a busy, congested railway platform with the whole tide wave of humanity behind you trying to get on the escalators, that can cause problems. If you're stopping there and holding people up, you'll get trampled over.
Not only that, you can't then turn it off and push it, can you, with a trolley handle? So it needs to be on for the trolley handle to work. So you actually, when you go up steps, turn it off before you start moving up the steps.
Yeah.
Get to the top, turn it on, then pull up the trolley handle, then walk.
So there is a bit of faff with that.
Yeah.
But the
adds to the time.
I'm going to try the InMotion V10, and that has got the advantage of having the off button underneath the handle. So when you pick it up, you just press the button that's underneath there, which is kind of natural picking it up anyway, and then that automatically cuts it off. You're going to wait for the beep, and then pick it up.
So you would hope, being lighter and having that button, it should be quicker.
Yeah, but the handle isn't as good in my view until I've tried it. I've never
As
really
in the
tested
trolley
it.
handle?
The trolley handle, yeah. So I'm not so convinced of this in terms of its stability, but I've never really used it, so I've got to just
give it a go.
That's why I'm doing this.
Yeah. But in terms of the handle, the old turning off,
yeah,
and it being lighter, you should see a reduced time. Sweet.
Should, theory.
Well, let's give it a go then, shall we?
Okay.
Good luck with that.
Cheers, mate.
3, 2, 1.
Yay, go! There's some kind of speed. Through the parked cars. Hit the road. A bit nervous of this, if I'm honest. We'll try it. Oh, yeah, did it. No problem at all. A bit bumpy. Right. That's up. Boop. Oh, much lighter. 2 stairs at a time. Piece of cake, that. Handle, easy peasy. Bit less controllable, the handle. No problem at all. Oh, that's happened. Didn't work. Bit annoying. Push it. This time, wait for the beep. Beep. Is it? Probably just a lack of my experience with that. Beep. So wait for the beep before you pick it up. That is the test. Don't bother putting the handle up and down, keep it up. Down it goes. Pedals down. On board. On the way. Check for traffic. Separate button. Lovely. Boom! 216. You'll be UT, and that should have malfunctioned.
Here we are in the woods, and we're here because you wanted to test how smooth and how comfortable the ride was between the two, because that was the deciding factor. Apparently, smooth ride is a factor in Jon's requirements.
Yeah, it is, and it's one of the things I first noticed when I got on the InMotion was how smooth it was, and then I've seen the comments that people put on the first video saying tyre pressure. Well, yeah, maybe it is, but there's something about that InMotion that is incredibly smooth. And I've been for quite a long ride on both wheels to compare the two, and I've got to say that M Super is a fantastic wheel, but it just feels a lot firmer, a lot harder. So I just think we need a reasonable test to see which one is in real world conditions a kind of a smoother one to ride.
So we've got the tyre pressure set at 40 on each.
Yep. So
and just go out and test it. See which is the
have
smoothest.
you got an idea how we can do that?
Well, I was thinking that you could have a tray with a pot of tea on it, a cup, some milk, and you've got to make this pot of tea, a cup of tea, as you're riding along on real rough ground.
That sounds perfectly sensible.
John, stop horsing around.
Okay, right, so the challenge is I have got to get from here to there, it's about 200 yards, and make a cup of tea on the way on the bumpiest bit of road known to man. Let's do this. Right, so first of all, I'm going to put a bit of milk into the cup. So going a bit, oh, that's gone already. I'm on the in motion. Wait, 10, that's a bit of milk in there. Wow, milk, no problem at all. The milk is in. I'm going to put that on, whoa, whoa, put that lid on there. Right, can I get the tea in the pot? Can I get that in there? Can we do this? Oh, tea's going in, tea's going in. Oh! Oh. Right, and can I get to the end line? Oh, a nice cup of tea. Lovely juggling. Oh, Emotion V10, what a smooth ride. Ah, nice, refreshing cup of tea. The same rules apply. I'm now on the M Super X. Let's make this lovely cup of tea. And we're off and we're running. Right. And oh, that's gone already. Right. Get the milk in the cup. Oh, let's go. Oh, Matt. Oh, oh. Right, okay. Milk's in. Not a problem with that, very quickly. Put it back on the teacup. That's okay, that survived. Right, now I'm going to get the teacup again. Nice cup of tea. Yes. Going to get to the finish line. Cup of tea. Lovely jubbly. Done. Oh, and a nice refreshing cup of tea.
You've done both tests. What were your findings? Because I was only watching and laughing.
Well, the finding is, if
It
you
does stink of milk.
if
that
you
tray.
it does, yes. If you wanted to ride your wheel and make a cup of tea, you can do it on either wheel. If you're being scientific about it, which I think you find we were, that was a very scientific test. At the end of the ride, there was more tea in the tray. If you can get that, Mario. There's more tea sloshing around in the tray there on the second run, making him work, yeah, earn his money. Oh, there's more tea.
Oh, hold on. Do you want me to take the...
Shall you? Yeah.
take it.
I'll break my finger. I'll see you in court, mate. There's more tea in the bottom there.
Is he getting it poured out?
Don't know.
I think, yeah, he bounces it.
Yeah, man, it's professional. So there's more tea when I rode the M Super than there was in the In Motion. I don't know if that's scientific enough for you out there, but for me that's pretty...
So what you're saying, to cut to the chase, just to cut in there, smoother on the In Motion than on the M Super, both at the same tyre pressure.
for making a cup of tea.
Yeah, smoother wheel. So for comfort wise, you choose it.
For comfort, definitely.
Right, okay. Well, there you go. That's that test over.
What's next?
I think we should now move on to the mud resistance test. John needs to get changed for this and put on some Y fronts, but we couldn't buy any Y fronts.
What?
Unfortunately, because no shops sell them anymore, apparently. It's not the 1950s. So what we have got is some long johns.
What?
Long johns. Short john? Long johns. Long johns. So get them on, nice and white. He's just going to go and dress in the woods. And then we're going to find a nice big puddle. Going to ride through it on the M Super, well, probably on the Emotion first.
I don't remember talking about it.
On the M Super X. So In Motion V10 first, and then M Super X next. See what it's like for mud resistance. Good man, let's go. Let's do this one. Okay, so we've done the test outside with the old tea trays, and now we're going to try the water resistance, mud resistance test. And John, if you want to come in now. He's got changed into some...
You promise they won't laugh?
No, no one's going to laugh at you. Just come and do it. It's just a sensible test. You'll be fine. So we've gone with the white trousers because obviously it's going to leave more of an impression, more scientific. It's like a data sheet. You can see where the specs land. So we're going to go through now. We'll try the in motion. We're artificially creating a puddle because it's a nice warm day for some reason. It's not warm, it's cold, but it's a sunny day. It's dried out. And John's going to have a go on the in motion right now. And we'll film those two and see which one causes the most mud splatter. Right, John, in motion.
In motion V10, and these I can't see what this is like. I felt a few splashes.
Clean.
Clean?
Yeah.
That looks clean.
Yeah.
What can you ask for? Right, okay. Bring on the M Super. Test marks, or should I say the skid marks, having ridden the M Super through similar conditions. Okay, and I don't know because I can't see. Does that look different?
Yeah.
How much different? Good or bad?
Bad.
That's the most vocal dog. You joining in, dog? Wind your neck in. Okay, that dog's enjoyed it. Good.
So John, we've come back. You've had a little think through it. What are your findings? Because we know, don't we, pretty much, the M Super X, it isn't the same machine. We said it before, haven't we? It's much more powerful and it's faster.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at power and speed and range, it is beyond a doubt. It's probably the best wheel on the market, really, arguably. But it's not much compares to it, really. So if you want speed and power, then that's the one.
Do you want speed and power?
I want some speed and I want some power. And I'd like some range. I guess I'm one of those greedy people that wants a bit of everything. So I'd love it to be something that goes a long way, goes fast when you need it to, but it's comfortable and smooth to ride. And it's not too heavy. And I don't think that exists. So you've got to compromise somewhere. You can't have it all. You can't have it every way. So there's payoffs, isn't there? We were saying about the handling. I was saying to you, why can't there be a wheel that has got all those things? It is powerful enough to go fast when you need to.
And it goes a long way.
Yeah, but at the same time is agile and nimble and gets around. And you said to me,
I said to you,
it's because it's too heavy and you can't have all those things.
He was listening. I was just checking.
I was listening, yeah. I do nod off occasionally, but on that occasion I was listening. So
as soon as you have battery, you know, 1600 watt hours versus a tiny and essentially the V10.
Yeah. And I think one of the things that we've not filmed with today is that we went out for a long ride today. We did about 15 miles. And at the end of that 15 miles, the V10 was down to about 38% power, 35% power. And so, and then you were zipping off on the M Super, and there was a bit of inner jealousy thinking, I want to be able to catch you up now, but I knew I couldn't because that tip back was coming in.
But it comes at a cost, doesn't it?
It comes at a cost because at the same time, I've got off the M Super, having ridden that, for about 5 or 6 miles on rough trails and got onto the emotion. And it was like stepping onto a magic carpet.
Well, we were swapping around, so yeah, I felt the same. Getting back on the M Super was like, great. And I think so soft that it's like nothing I've ever ridden that in motion in terms of comfort level.
And the size of the foot plates must make a difference because I look down at my feet and I think, I'm not far enough forward on this, but then you realise no, it's the foot plates are so big it accommodates your feet easily. And also the angle of those foot plates on the M Super makes it just feel a bit harder. But I guess it's like getting out of a sports car and then getting into a Bentley. That's how I've described it. One is made for that performance and one is made for a bit more comfort.
But also it's price.
Oh yeah, huge price difference.
You're talking 1995 versus 1350.
Yeah, I mean imagine you could ride around all day flicking off £5 notes to people's faces as you rode on the emotion. Yeah. And still have.
And you can't do those speeds in the city anyway. You can go through central London and through the. You can't do it.
No. And also, I don't advocate that people do go those speeds anyway. Because if you come off, if there is a fault or a failure and they're cut out, and if you're going over 15 miles an hour, you're in trouble. You can't just step off it and walk away. You can't. I know. I've been there. I've done it. So you don't want to be racing around at 30 miles an hour all the time. Not good.
So what's your decision? Because you've got to choose between those two.
I've got to choose, and it is a tough choice because they're both brilliant.
Find out episode 3.
Don't do that. No, I've got to make a choice here and now
On this swing.
on this swing.
Only place you can find to sit, so just to explain that.
But I don't want people to think that this has not been a serious test because we have tested it. We've properly tested it.
Yeah,
And
we did.
we've
We
done
were
daft
up at
things with
8 o'clock this morning. We set out for a ride.
Yeah, and we spent hours and hours talking through
Yes.
this. So, I guess it comes down to which, not necessarily which is the best wheel, because we're not comparing apples with apples here. So, we've got one's a 16-inch wheel, one's an 18-inch wheel. One will
Almost
do
19.
almost 19.
with the tyre.
One will go a range of how far the M Super will go.
Depends on your weight.
I'm like
But
a feather.
you're about 40 miles, something like that. for
Yeah.
you.
But and then the emotion doesn't do anything like that. So you're not comparing
No.
like for like. So it's not which is the best wheel, it's which is the best wheel for me. That's the way to look at it. And I know that people out there will have their opinions and they'll say, oh, we should have gone for the Tesla or whatever. And maybe, yeah. But you can't test all the wheels, that's not realistic. You can't spend the amount of time we've done testing them all in the way we have.
Oh man, because we have spent hours on this.
Yeah, so it comes down to narrow it down, and it's which is the best wheel for me, and therefore I'm going to have to say I am going to go with the Luffy. No, I'm not. I'm going to go with
Luffy.
the Luffy would be great. I'm going to go with the InMotion.
Are you?
I am.
Hmm.
And I know that a bit of me will always go, why? When we're out for a ride and your husband is more powerful and faster, it goes further, and you zip off, I'll go, oh. But I ride with you.
Yeah, very rarely, isn't it?
For 5% of my riding experience. The rest
Yeah.
of it, I'm using it to commute to work.
Yeah.
And when we go off on the trails in the woods, I use my old M Super
Yeah.
because I won't want to take that InMotion.
Yeah, you will.
And yeah, you will. I
Yeah,
won't,
I
yeah.
think
Yeah, because it's brilliant off road as well. On road, off road, underground, overground,
Wombles.
wobbling free.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Okay,
I'll start then.
can you
All done.
gift wrap it and I'll.
Gift.
What?
What? Don't do gift wrap.
Yeah. All right. Okay.